Hello, class. My name is Caitlin Connor, and my topic is the 12 Tables. The 12 Tables are a code of law concerning the summons to Roman court. They are dated around 450 to 451 BC. They are the earliest surviving piece of Roman literature. The 12 Tables were posted in the Roman Forum, likely on bronze tablets. These laws concerned crime, property, and family matters. After years of fighting the last king of Rome, Tarquinius Superbus, the people of Rome created the Roman Republic. The plebeians, or the poor class, wanted protection against the patricians, or the rich class, and their abuse of power. Because of this conflict and the threat of secession by the plebeians, a desire for a higher body of laws emerged. The first decemviri were appointed to draft the law. They created the first 10 tables, and the second decemviri created the final 2 supplements. The magistrates, or the 2 consuls, would have to enforce this law impartially. Table 1. If a man was summoned to court by a magistrate, he had to go. If they did not go, they were allowed to be taken by force. Table 2. If a witness failed to appear to court, the man who summoned him may shout and scream loudly before their house every 3rd day, telling him that he must show up to court. If a thief was a free man, he was flogged and then had to repay damages for what he had stolen. If a thief was a slave, he was flogged and then thrown to his death off the cliff on Capitoline Hill, known as the Tarpeian Rock. Table 3. If someone owed a debt, they had 30 days to pay it. If they failed to pay it in 30 days, forcible seizure of the person was allowed. Table 4. The father had the right of life and death over his children. A deformed child was allowed to be quickly killed. If a father sold his son 3 times, the son would be free from the authority of his father. Table 5. A female had to remain under the guardianship of a man, even when she had attained her age of majority. The Vestal Virgins were the only exception. Table 6. For the sale of land, a formal agreement was required, and it could be verbal. Once made, it was legally binding. Table 7. A distance of 2.5 feet was to be left between buildings. A distance of 5 feet was to be left between fields. The maintenance of roads was the responsibility of those on whose property they bordered. Table 8. If an animal caused damage, its owner was to pay the cost or surrender the animal to the injured party. Penalty for murder was death by clubbing to death. Penalty for stealing crops was the same, but the person was also hung afterwards as a sacrifice to Ceres, the goddess of agriculture. It was forbidden to have a witch chant or cast spells on someone. The penalty for this was death. Table 9. Everyone was equal before the law regardless of their status. The laws applied to all people in the countryside as well as the people of the city. A judge found guilty of receiving a bribe was put to death. Table 10. No burials or cremations were allowed within the city walls. Women could not scratch their cheeks or wail in the morning of a death. A funeral procession must be accompanied by no more than 10 flute players. It was forbidden to place the body on a funeral pyre with any gold or jewelry on it. Table 11. Marriage between patricians and plebeians was forbidden. Table 12. A more recent law or court ruling on a subject overruled an old one. The 12 tables were deemed a success in Rome. They remained on display in the Forum throughout the time Rome was a republic. They were the basis of Roman law for centuries. The belief of the protection of the rights of the people evolved into humanism, the philosophy of John Locke, and later the Declaration of Independence. They helped establish the foundation for all of today's Western civil and criminal law. Thank you for watching.